There have been moments in my life when I've wondered how in the world did I get into such a mess. But let me start from the beginning.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Tartan.
Mom, stop setting me up.
It's your 29th birthday, Tartan. I was just trying to help you along a little bit.
I can take care of myself.
Oh, lighten up. I thought it was very creative and funny.
No, it's not funny.
Well, I thought it was. Now come home soon. Bye, honey.
Bye, Mom.
Love is meant to be perfectly complicated.
In my opinion, there are few things more painful than turning 29 and still being a single Mormon. It's as if everyone you know suddenly turns crazy, flying around in a frenzy trying to help you correct your spiritual fate. My mother being the worst of them. It's not that I didn't like women. I would have liked nothing more than to find a wife and settle down, but somehow I fell a bit behind in the dating game.
Love is meant to be perfectly complicated. Letting go can leave falling in my arms. I know you know that should be enough. Simply tell your heart this is love. Say anything to keep me from walking away. Do anything. Give me a reason to stay.
Howard?
Listen, Charity, I hope.
Surprise! I invited Sharon. Open it. Just look at all those beautiful temples. Oh, I just hope you pick the right one. Some of them are so boxy. A couple of them don't even have the angel Moroni on top. Oops.
I finally had enough and took the first transfer that came through at work.
You don't even know what the world is like out there.
Mom, I'm almost 30.
I wish I grew young instead of old. I'm biting my tongue to stay out of the cold. I'm losing my mind like I have so many times before. Opportunity comes, knock, knock, knocking at your door. Will you ever answer it? Answer me, please. Shoot for the stars instead of shooting the breeze. If you won't drive, hand over the keys. Have you seen my front lawn? It's a work of art. Have you heard my hit song? It's so over the keys. Easily let off your clutch. Release the emergency brake. You'll never know how much this engine of yours can take. Will you ever answer it? Answer me, please. Shoot for the stars instead of shooting the breeze. If you won't drive, hand over the keys. I wish I grew young instead of old. I'm biting my tongue to stay out of the cold. I'm losing my mind like I have so many times before. Opportunity comes, knock, knock, knocking at your door. Will you ever answer
Ah, Tartan. I was waiting for you. Now, here's the map to your post. Colored that myself. Oh, by the way, about your apartment. I did a little work on it. Nothing big. New paint, wallpaper, and stuff.
You know who I am?
Oh, yeah, your Rich's replacement. That's too bad about him. Dang that alcohol.
How do you know all this?
Oh, your mom told me. Delightful lady, by the way. Yeah, I needed to do a background check, and she was more than happy to oblige. Oh, by the way, I'm Bob. Hope you like it here.
I'm sure I will. Seems like a nice little town.
Yep, and you'll do well, as long as you're not a Baptist or a Mormon.
Why do you say that?
Oh, there's bad blood between the two. The Baptists and the Mormons, they just try to outdo each other. Fragile balance here in town. See, we got 262 Mormons, 262 Baptists, Fern, Rich, Orville, and myself. What religion are you?
Mormon.
Oh, dang it. That's what your mom said, but I was hoping. Well, welcome to Long-Winded.
Heard you're Mormon,
How'd you hear that?
Bob.
What else did Bob tell you?
Well, he said you had a funny name, Tart or something.
Tartan.
Yeah, that's what he said, Tart or something.
Anything else?
Probably, but I had to hang up the phone because you came in, and I don't think it's
Well, what about you? Willie, what religion are you?
Baptist.
Well, is it all right if a Mormon buys gas from a Baptist?
Heck, that's all right. Business is business.
Fern, you got a customer, Fern. Worms?
No, thanks.
Cold slush?
Actually, my name's Tartan. I'm the
Bob
new
said you had a weird name.
Bob talked to you too, huh?
Bob talks to everybody. Heard you're Mormon. Come here. See these?
Sure do.
People give them to me all the time. I'm partial to the Mormons. Good people. A little funny at times, but good people. Might even become one myself someday. How about a welcome slush? That'll be $4. Come on. I don't want
want to go. I want to stay here. No, Bob. I want to stay in the bathroom, Bob. Bob, no, I want to go.
The library bathroom is not a weight loss asylum.
Willie, will you give me a hand here, please?
No, I don't need no Baptist helping me.
Don't worry about it. You're way too big anyhow.
Brother Hatch locked himself in the library for 2 days to lose some pounds. Overweight. You're the new Mormon, right?
So you're Mormon.
Oh, yes, I am. And I have one of the strongest testimonies around. Oh, here's your new library card. And your first 2 books. Well, I guess it's brother then. All right?
Maybe I should have waited for the second transfer.
I'm gonna head up the mountain. I'm gonna start over new. I'm gonna change my direction. Hoping to start it with you. With you.
Well, look who's here. The pretty Mormon boy who likes stealing other people's jobs.
You must be rich. Yeah, I'm sorry about your job. Maybe we
Be
could.
quiet, you sissy boy.
Hey.
Mormon! Mormon! Mormon!
And please let there be at least a couple of normal people here. And this is 57 over.
You, Mormon?
Is that you, Rich?
Maybe.
Rich, go to bed.
Mormons are.
I decided that before I threw in the towel, I would check out church the next day. There would have to be at least one reasonably sane person.
Hello?
You didn't take anything, did you?
Oh, I wasn't sure anyone lived here. Sorry about walking in.
Don't worry. Not much to steal. You want a funger sandwich?
Not sure I've ever had funger.
Water? I don't have running water, but I do have a canteen full.
This water tastes rotten.
It isn't water. It's vodka. Once a month, I like to fill my canteen with liquor, just to keep things interesting. You all right?
Sorry, Mormons don't drink.
Wish I had a dog. Yeah.
After changing my tie, I hurried into town to the home the Mormons held church in. At first, I thought I was just late.
Church has been canceled. President Wingate's had enough.
You'd best be going.
Sister Wingate, you didn't tell me your husband was branch
Unlike so many these days, I have enough spiritual modesty not to go around bragging about my husband's position. Listen, I am in no mood to talk to you or any of the hypocritical so-called saints of this town.
Sister Wingate.
Just follow me.
I found out later that Sister Wingate's husband was made branch president just because their house was big enough to hold church in. The saints here never had a real chapel, and now they had nothing.
You must be the tiebreaker.
I think I am.
We've had a little situation today. President Wingate's just too proud to conform. You have to know, we haven't sung hymns for years since singing is sort of a Baptist thing.
No hymns, huh?
Well, we've gotten better, though. Church headquarters sent a letter calling us to repentance, so we voted on it. Of course, we didn't have any hymn books. Burnt them all last year at the Pinewood Derby. So, I found a copy of I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. We've sung that song twice, every meeting for the last 4 weeks. President Wingate couldn't take it anymore.
What do? We got nowhere to go. Let's call Salt Lake. They've been promising us a building for years.
Heber, will you? The phone's upstairs.
Who's he?
Oh, that's Heber. He used to know the second cousin of a previous prophet. It's all who you know, you know.
Is it true that you're really single?
Guilty.
Well, I'm certain that fate would eventually throw the two of you together, but I just feel the need to help it along. See over there? That's my Wendy, pretty as a jewel. She's 18, and this small town has helped her keep her virtue intact. Priceless bonus, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yes. Too bad I'm too old.
Oh, too old. Her great-grandfather was 62, and he married a 17-year-old.
Do you know where the bathroom is?
Heber was as dead as some of the prophets he must have known.
Maybe we should give him a blessing and try to bring him back, like Lazarus.
Couldn't he have at least waited till we got that building?
Got it.
Now, let's turn him over. He's staring at me. Well, I guess membership with the Baptists is even again, huh?
Yeah, hadn't thought about that.
What happened?
Oh, Heber died on us. You know, it's hard to lose him so young.
How sad. I'm so sorry.
I discovered him.
Guess I better go help my aunt.
Who was that?
Oh, that's Charity.
What's her story?
Well, her ex-fiancé, Howard, just dumped her. So she came down to visit, take a break from things for a while.
What else do you know about her?
No, not much. She's Sister Lynn's niece, around 25, Mormon. Likes to read, write, shop. Broke her collarbone once when she was 10. You know, just your average stuff.
So the Mormons are ahead again.
Oh, no. Sued the Baptist organist. She had a baby last night.
Poor Heber. I tell you, his death was the direct result of the saints' unrighteousness.
So, you won't come to church anymore?
We'll practice our religion in its pure form for now. When the saints come around, we'll be there.
You're too forgiving. The town was alive with gossip and speculation. The Baptist parson was having a heyday with the fact that the Mormons lost their most respected member and had no place to meet anymore.
Would God leave his disciples homeless? Would he shed his light on people that don't even have a chair to offer him?
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. This is perfect.
No problem. I hope you like him.
Actually, he's for a friend of mine.
Oh, how sweet. Well, if you ever need one for yourself, just let me know. And Regina, my female beagle, she's got a cyst on her ovaries, so she might not be having too many more litters.
That's nice.
And just remember, he's a Baptist.
That's what Charity looks like?
Well, she's not quite this skinny.
She's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands of hair?
Well, I couldn't draw every strand.
She's pretty.
The funeral was held 2 days later at the home of Charity's aunt, Sister Lynn. Heber's casket was too large to fit through any of her doors, so we backed the hearse up to the front porch. Everyone crawled inside to take a last look at Heber. It was quite a sight.
Remember, he wasn't pretty in life.
He was prettier than he is now.
Heber and I grew up together. We used to take Luann Schelt and Mary Dixon up to the lake. In between stealing kisses, we'd scheme about getting out of this town. Never happened. I remember my first horse, Daisy.
My father died when I was 4. He had this strange parasite that eats y'all up inside. It was so ugly. And my mom,
Orville.
she just...
Orville, this is Lonnie, the Baptist Beagle Mom.
I was just telling Tartan how my mom just lost 4 of her fingers in this terrible garage door accident.
Funny how one moment you're feeling fine and the next you're leaning over the toilet gasping for breath.
Mormon funerals are so uplifting.
That's what a heavy meal will do to you. Make you feel like Satan himself is scraping away at your insides.
Hi, I'm Tartan.
I'm Charity. Tartan?
Yes?
Why are you staring at me?
I was just contemplating. Would you like to have lunch with me tomorrow?
Pull, Heber, pull!
You know, I have never met anyone named Tartan before.
Does that mean yes?
I guess so. But I will have to ask around to make sure a woman can be safe alone with you.
We should have living wakes. I could lie in a coffin while everyone ate and talked. Staying perfectly still is something that comes as naturally as wearing pants.
Thank you, Fern. Now I'll pray.
You're early.
You're perceptive.
Perceptive's good, right? Would you like to come in?
Sure.
Lunch isn't ready yet.
What are we having?
I thought we'd have lasagna. How about having sandwiches?
No lasagna?
Well, I was just thinking how messy my face gets when I eat lasagna, and it's probably not the best thing on a first date.
Is that what this is?
I hope so. So why are you here?
Please. As if Bob hasn't filled you in. Every person I meet here begins with, "We're sorry about Howard, honey."
Sorry about Howard, Charity.
Me too. But breaking up with somebody shouldn't be the end of the world.
No, moving long-winded when you're 29 and single is.
Have you ever met people like these here in Long-Winded?
I like them. They're not afraid to be themselves.
This should be. It's just a bit strange for me to live in a place where the town bird is a flying squirrel.
They're just like the people in my ward back in Utah. Of course, we have normal people there as well.
Sunday came round, and Brother Stolt, our high counselor, was visiting to announce our new branch president. There also had been rumors about a new chapel, and Sister Lynn's home was busier than I had ever seen it. The Baptists were all clustered behind the Mormons, curious to find out who their new rival leader would be. I was most happy for the opportunity to see Charity again.
Brothers and sisters.
And Baptists.
The stake presidency is aware of your problem. We propose Ian J. Smith as your new president. Brother Smith and his lovely wife are members of the Meadow Lane ward, but have been called to be...
What about the building?
Before Heber expired, his call got through. As many of you may know, the church owns 2 acres of Longfellow's best land, and I am happy to say this land will remain barren no more. They have purchased a nice double-wide trailer for you.
What? We don't want no trailer across the street from our beautiful chapel.
Don't we merit a real building?
A trailer chapel. What next? A temporary heaven?
Doesn't the true church have a firm foundation, not wheels?
Vern, you got a customer, Vern.
Worms?
No, thanks.
Cold slush?
No, actually, I'm looking for a girl by the name of Charity. I stopped by her aunt's house, but nobody's there. Do you know her?
Sure do. She went into Pinefield with her aunt.
Well, will she be back soon?
Doubt it. They went shopping for material at Sabres. Once Sister Lynn starts feeding the fabric, she usually stays till closing.
You know, I have to be at a seminar 2 states over, and I'm really running late. But I'll be back soon, so if you could, give this message to her for me.
And your name is?
Howard.
How about a cold slush for the road?
Okay.
That'll be $6.
It's as if there was some unwritten rule that said you could no longer be friends after you'd been engaged and broken it off. How can it be so easy for him to just end such a long relationship? He hasn't even called or written.
Some people. I suddenly felt guilty for having accidentally burned the note from Howard.
I brought lunch. Made them myself.
Either Charity hadn't heated up the beans,
chips,
or they had mysteriously frozen.
You don't want your chips?
No, I want them.
Can I have one?
No. You already have yours.
Just one?
No.
play, stranger boy.
Chip.
Too late.
There's this giant chalkboard in my mind, and I keep writing on it, "This is too convenient to be true," over and over again.
You think too much.
Maybe so, but how do I know she's not playing with me?
There are no accidents, Tartan. I'm sure fate sent her here.
It's just that I know she's not over this Howard guy, and this little town doesn't exactly make me more attractive.
What's wrong with our town?
Nothing's wrong. I just doubt she wants to end up in a small, divided place.
Then fix things.
No. No. Don't tell Sharon to come here. Mom, I gotta run. Someone's shooting. Love you.
What the? What the? Yeah. Ah! Yo! Stop! I know. Fight like a man. Come here. Come here. Thank you very much.
The entire town was abuzz to welcome our new chapel. Though most people were of the opinion that Long-Winded was no place for a mobile home, they still wanted to be on hand to see just what a mobile chapel might look like. And most of the Mormons had finally embraced the idea of having their own portable meeting house.
There it is!
Tell me about Provo. What's it like to live there with all those Mormons?
Great.
Think you could expound on that thought?
It's really great.
If it's really such a great place, then why would you trade that for Long-Winded?
Okay, if you must know, I'll tell you.
Good. And don't give me that same story about people setting you up.
Well, that did have something to do with my decision. But if you promise not to tell, I'll let you in on another reason.
Promise.
Until I came to Long-Winded, I'd never been outside of Utah.
You're kidding.
No.
But Bob told me you served a mission.
Did he tell you where?
No. But Brother Hatch guessed it was someplace in Europe.
Ogden's a far cry from Europe.
Ogden, Utah?
Go ahead, everyone else has laughed about it. I was born in Sandy, raised in St. George, went on a mission to Ogden, and lived in Provo.
So you chose Long-Winded to break free from that Utah border.
Hey, I took the first transfer I could.
Yeah, what luck.
We can listen to conference. It has batteries and everything.
This one's heavy.
Hymn books.
When upon life's billows you are tempest tossed, when you are discouraged thinking all is lost, count your victories by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done.
I need a first counselor.
I'll keep my eyes open.
So does that mean no?
Does the Lord approve of this?
Let's just say he's willing to give you a chance.
One of our first assignments was to visit all the inactive members who were littered in the hills of Long-Winded.
No wonder he's never been to church. Probably hasn't been here for months.
Brother Bender? I don't want to have to shoot no one today.
Brother Bender, we're from the church.
Which church?
We're Mormons.
Men of God?
Yes?
I'm Mormon also.
We know, Brother Bender.
Call me Brother Clark. That's what Brigham Young always did, called everybody by their first name. Much more personal that way, don't you think? God sent you here, I know he did. He's mighty mad at me, I know that.
What makes you say that?
He threw rocks at me.
Rocks?
Rocks! I'm not saying he did it himself. Might have had some angel do it or one of his helpers. It was the scariest thing I've ever been through.
I can imagine.
That's why we're here, Brother Clark. I want you to come to church next week, and I want you to stop drinking.
What about my women thoughts?
We'll talk about that later. For now, just try to keep them under control.
Jonah had that big well, but I think I could take the well better than rock. You never know when rocks are going to happen. And I should have brought an umbrella.
There will be no more rocks.
All right.
Hi, Rich. Excuse me.
You want a piece of Rich? You baby little Mormon? I thought Mormons are supposed to be nice.
We are. Normally. There had been a lot of dignity swallowed when we were told our new meeting house was going to be mobile. This, however, was too much. Someone had stolen the back half of our chapel.
Maybe it's been translated.
It wasn't translated. This is a Baptist conspiracy. We should burn down their building.
Don't be dumb, Conroy. We don't even know if they took it.
I know they did it. My biological compass has seldom been wrong.
It has to be somewhere.
That's what I was thinking.
We could get a helicopter from the Forest Service and search the area by air.
That, or maybe we could get Pinefield to send up some dogs.
Don't you think the helicopter would be a better idea?
Yeah, those dogs. You're probably right.
I can probably guess what you all are thinking, but none of those ideas are real solutions.
How can we progress with only half a building?
What about the wind?
No need to worry. I'll take care of it.
Sister Lynn kept her word and made a thick giant quilt that spanned the entire length of our building.
The gospel, brothers and sisters, is the fabric of our existence. I have never had a husband, and I'm sure I'll die alone.
I have a family here. They are so good to me. I want to share my life with them all eternity.
The Baptists rang their bell to block out our singing. They also constructed a wall in front of their chapel so they wouldn't have to stare at the Mormon eyesore. Ian and I had come up with a plan to bring the town closer together. Now we just needed the members to buy into it.
We've decided to do something a little out of the ordinary for our summer celebration. We're going to throw a community barbecue.
Who'd we invite?
Well, for starters, the community.
You're not talking about the Baptists, are you?
Think how much more charitable this will make us look.
Baptists? At our barbecue?
We openly invite them to spend time with us. You know, none of them will show, and in the end, we appear to be the more Christ-like religion.
Where will it be held?
Up at Flint's Peak.
Well, how are we all gonna get there?
We could post a ride board at the library. I'm sure there are Baptists that may need rides as well.
But none of the Baptists are actually gonna show, right?
Oh, good glory. This could be the end of us. Talent show.
How are you and your husband?
And what business is that of yours?
I'm just concerned.
Concerned? You're not concerned with anything besides leading each of us into the mists of darkness. I've got the rod, Brother Jones. I have got the rod. And your great and spacious building can't block my view of the tree. Ha!
Oh, all right.
Hey.
We need to call an emergency meeting. Lonnie and maybe even Willie might show up at the barbecue. They've been telling everybody they're coming for sure. Word is, Lonnie's working on a bean dish to top all the others.
Well, Sister Hatch's bean pit pie is pretty hard to top.
Yeah, but Lonnie soaks her beans.
Would it really be so bad if Baptists showed up?
You're joking, right?
All right. Tell everyone who's concerned about the Baptists coming to the barbecue to meet me at the church Sunday morning at 7.
Okay.
I'll see you at the barbecue.
You stupid water drinker. You dumb barbecue lover.
I can't stop thinking that God might be happy with me because he sent you.
So, God sent me.
Well, didn't he?
Hate to break it to you, but I came here so I would be hundreds of miles away when Howard gets married.
Did you at least pray about your decision to come?
Mm-mm.
Right. Did you have a burning feeling in your chest when you entered Long-Winded?
In fact, I felt sort of sick.
How do you feel now?
Comfortable.
Shoes are comfortable.
Charity, can you help me finish up this project?
They're coming. I heard Willie telling Sister Wingate about a new shirt he was going to wear.
I knew it. I knew this would happen. I knew it.
We invited them.
Yeah, but you said they wouldn't come. If I had ever known they would show, I would have never given my support.
Same here.
We need to remember what Jesus would do.
What's that?
What we need to do is remember that a no-good Baptist stole our meeting house. They have defaced the Lord's mobile home.
No one knows if it was the Baptists.
I can feel it. Had a dream a few nights back about a crow.
And?
Nothing. I just can't stand crows. They pick at my tomatoes.
I know it's extreme having a meal with the Baptists, but I think it's about time we started to get along.
This whole thing is crazy. They don't even believe in Joseph Smith.
This Saturday, we're going to have a barbecue, and I hope it is packed with Baptists. I'm not afraid of a single one of them. In fact, I like them. We need to be the bigger people. If we do this, our burdens will be made light. I promise you.
Aren't we going to have a closing prayer?
Psst. Tartan Jones.
Sister Wingate, is that you?
Oh, for land's sakes, Tartan, keep your voice down. I wanted to find out what was going on with this thing to nip it in the bud.
What thing?
Oh, the barbecue, of course. You're not actually planning to go through with it, are you?
We've already bought the meat.
Listen, Tartan, I trust you more than that new branch president. I mean, you've been here longer than Mr. Smith. It's...
Only about a week.
Well, God made the earth in 7 days.
Not literally.
Mr. Jones, unless you choose to take back that last remark, I will have to personally inform church headquarters that you, one of their ambassadors, is willfully preaching blasphemy. What are you laughing at?
Nothing. I'm just...
You're laughing at me!
No.
Oh, you little... Oh.
Ow! Sister Wingate!
Don't you Sister Wingate me! You... Come on! Hey! You step out of that truck and you face me like a real Mormon!
No. Sister Wingate!
Oh!
Sister Wingate!
Oh! Jordan spelled backwards is Satan! Oh!
Hey, that stuff's hot.
Comes straight from the ground.
Yeah, we got the best mud here. Could heal a 6-inch gash or warm a corpse. Or Sister Wingate's wrath, huh? Yeah, this is so therapeutic. I mean, my mind, it's so clear. I just remember where I left my gun.
What about the missing half of the chapel?
Yeah, that one's not quite as easy. I've looked everywhere.
How about asking Rich again?
Well, I don't know what it's like from the big city you come from, but around here, people are innocent until you get the goods on them.
After all our efforts, the day of the barbecue had finally come.
If we miss this barbecue, I'll just die.
We could use the truck.
What truck?
It's my 1-year quilt supply. All the clothes are clean and rodent-free. The truck is practically airtight.
Should I go get the cars?
There's no time. Hop in.
It's dark in here. What should we do?
Pray.
You think they're all right?
Sure, they have all those quilts for padding.
Hey, I think I'm officially over Howard.
Oh. I have to tell you something.
Tell me what?
It's about Howard. He actually...
Let's not talk about Howard. I am really, really over him.
Listen, Charity, I never told you that...
I know. Bob told me all about it.
Bob? How does he know?
Tartan, it's all right. I appreciate you trying to keep me in count.
You're not mad?
Why should I be mad? Shouldn't we stop?
No, I'll just hurry. Sorry.
Winona Wingate drove me away from the church. I was teaching a lesson on Joseph Smith in Sunday school, using stories of Joseph's life. I just told a story where Joseph Smith had chopped down the cherry tree, when Winona started in on how my story was wrong. Well, what does she know? Women shouldn't have a hand in recounting doctrine anyhow. She said it was George Washington who chopped down the cherry tree.
It was.
I know that, but Joseph Smith chopped down one as well. It was part of the cherry tree prophecy.
Yeah, Earl, I hate to interrupt, but I have to go welcome Willie.
Orville! Orville! Over here, Orville!
Looks like a lot of Mormons.
You'll be all right. Lonnie's here.
Me smells good. And I didn't buy this new shirt for nothing.
Hey, thanks for coming. Make yourself feel at home.
Thanks.
Yeah, try some of that pretzel casserole.
And may the Baptist shine tonight. Let our glow give luster to the light of Mormonism. Amen. Amen.
Now I don't like you, you don't like me. At least that's one point on which we agree. There must be something that we can do. I'll tell you one thing, let's have a barbecue. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Check, test. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Long-Winded's first annual talent show.
My dog, rough, my dog, run. Run, my dog, jump. Easy, boy.
We all have work. Let no one shirk. Put your shoulder to the wheel.
Jazzy lady, won't you be my baby? I don't know where it's at, but it's driving me crazy. Baby, I am oh so lonely. It makes me wanna say, people, are you ready?
I think more people came here to show off than to eat.
I let a preacher talk to me tonight. I let a preacher, I let a preacher, I let a...
Are you okay? Here, let me help you. Yeah, let's get you over here. Let's see what we can do here.
So many guests invite as are here writ. Go, hire me 20 cunning cooks. You shall have none ill, sir.
Remember how we toured what was then the double wide?
Of course.
I could tell exactly what you were really like that afternoon. I could see how you wondered if I could possibly like you as much as you were beginning to like me.
Well, maybe perhaps
I could see everything.
do good on her. A peevish...
It was amazing.
Maybe I'm just incredibly simple-minded.
Not simple-minded. Simple, maybe.
Where have you been gadding?
It is just so different from the life I used to live.
Disobedient opposition to you and your...
How can you be so content living in this little town with all these people?
Crawl prostrate here to beg your pardon.
What else is there?
Pardon, I beseech you.
My father left my mother because his career was more important. I'm not sure what he gained, but I'm painfully aware of what he missed.
Send for the county. Go, tell him of this.
I hope I don't make the same mistake.
I'll have this knot knit up by morning.
And now for the grand finale, the amazing Bob!
Thank you.
Lucky I fit through that window.
Yeah, your diet's paying off.
Yeah.
Cricket, this is Piggy. Yeah, did we get that pumper fixed?
10-4, Piggy.
We'll send up the pumper and some hose.
Can we help?
Sorry, folks, it's a time for professionals now. Oh, Cricket, this is Piggy again, and some water, too. Lots of water.
The sad thing wasn't that Rich had burned down my house, but that the barbecue ended on such a low note. I was sure people would jump to the conclusion that mingling with the rival religion wasn't such a good idea after all.
So, you okay at Orville's place?
Sure. Food's delicious.
Tartan, you might need this. It's a cold night. Orville's place is drafty.
I'm wishing you were by my side, but you probably wouldn't like it. Walking 95 and it's alright. Yeah, I'm just wondering where you are tonight.
Orville? Is that you?
I didn't mean to kill him. I didn't. How was I supposed to know he was in there?
What are you talking about?
This is all your fault.
Rich!
I was cold, exhausted, and lost. All I wanted was to go to sleep and dream about being someone else whose life was less messy.
Stop right there!
Bob, it's me, Tartan.
What language is that?
Shoot it! Wait! It's me, Tartan.
What did it say?
It said it ain't tartan. Bob!
Tartan?
Yes!
Why didn't you say something? I almost shot you. You're lucky I'm a man of restraint.
Winona Wingate is the last of the Longfellows. I tell you, God has parted the Red Sea, and it is up to us to
I want to see Charity.
In a minute, I gotta do a little crowd control first.
Half their junk monstrosity that is cluttering our streets.
Baptists really feel like they have an advantage. Now that they have Sister Wingate, they just might.
Sister Wingate?
Yeah. Oh, she's up on the mountain right now, praying for an answer whether she should join the Baptists or not.
We are the whale, and Jonah is their mobile chapel. We need to spit it out.
Charity!
Tartan? What happened to you?
It's a long story. I'll tell you later.
Well, you don't look half bad in mud.
I missed you.
Piggy, Wingate's back.
Copy that. Let's go. Jesus, Red Sea parted. Excuse me, come through.
As many of you know, I went up into the mountains to pray about leaving the Mormon church. I was on my knees for over 2 hours and 12 minutes. I asked my Maker if I should remain a Mormon. All of a sudden, my mind was taken over with the most unsettling sound, like a child humming in the gardens of heaven. The mountains hummed their approval. And then I asked if I should stop cursing the Baptists. And the mountains hummed again. Brothers and sisters, what's so overwhelming about my discovery is that the mountains are still humming. Listen, listen.
Think I can hear it. Does it sound like?
Yes, it's a or even an
I can hear it.
It's faint, but I can hear it too.
Oh, it's a message straight from heaven.
Can't hear it.
Me neither.
Go to the mountains. Go to the mountains. I'll lead the way.
It just keeps getting better and better. You coming?
Let's go listen.
Us?
Yeah.
You are not buying into this, are you?
Yeah.
Oh. Look at this town. One person hears a noise in the woods, and the next thing you know, we all think it's a divine voice speaking to us.
Cool, huh?
You are such a sucker. So, what do we do?
Shh. I want to hear it.
I can hear it.
I can hear it too.
Be quiet.
Can you hear it?
What, Willie?
No, the hum.
I can hear it too.
You can really hear it?
I think so.
Love you, man.
You actually think it's from heaven?
Who cares? Look at everyone. The Lord works in mysterious ways.
You're mysterious, not dumb.
Tartan, I was way out of line, and I'm sorry.
What?
Will you forgive me, Tartan? Oh, we are all eternally bound together.
I wasn't really sure if I had heard the hum, but I could definitely see its effects. It was as if everyone had just been waiting for a sign from God to finally get along. Word was that the whole town was planning to come together for a picnic in front of our half chapel. Rich. Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here.
I was cursing God for my misery, and he threw me in this pit. If I wouldn't have started that fire, Conroy'd still be alive.
You didn't kill Brother Hatch. He's fine.
The chapel?
Chapel.
I'm sorry. I ain't never done any good in my life.
You have no idea, Rich. I managed to get Rich out of the cave and take him to his step-uncle in Pinefield. Rich had definitely learned his lesson, and I figure he had already been punished enough. He did admit that he took the chapel, but due to his fall into the cave, he couldn't recall its whereabouts. I hurried back to Long-Winded for the town picnic. The time seemed right to bring my relationship with Charity to a new level.
Here you are.
Mom? What are you doing here?
You didn't answer your phone for a whole day.
My house burnt down.
Yeah, I know. I heard everything. I told you it wasn't safe out here, but you didn't listen, and now... Look how dirty you are.
Mom.
Would it hurt those girls to cover up a bit?
Mom, I think I found the girl I want to marry.
Tartan, marriage isn't something you just jump into.
I'm not jumping, Mom. I've never been more sure about anything. Charity, this is my mom.
Oh, dear. Oh, I am so excited. Tartan's told me everything about you. I'm just thrilled about the two of you getting married.
Mom, she doesn't know.
Oops.
So, Ranger Boy, you're going to marry me?
I don't know why I've waited all this time. Maybe it's because my father left my mom. Maybe it's because I didn't want to put myself on the line. Maybe it's because I failed my marriage prep class in college. Or that on my first date, the girl said that I smelled like an old person. I don't know what it was, but I know I feel differently now. Charity. Now...
Howard?
Actually, it's Tartan.
What are you doing here?
Didn't he tell you?
Tell me what?
Charity, I was here a while ago and left a message for you. Honey, look, I'm really sorry. I came to bring you back.
You knew Howard was in town?
I thought you said Bob told you.
Bob? He only told me that you wanted me to feel more comfortable in this town, and that's why you threw the barbecue.
Let's go, Charity. Come on, I came to take you away from this podunk place.
Where's Charity?
Charity's gone, Bob.
Where'd you go?
Bob, can I use your car?
Not without deputizing you first.
Can you deputize me too?
Hey.
How could she just walk off? I should have told her.
Now, who's this Howard anyway?
Oh, he was engaged to Charity.
Engaged? Oh, I don't like the sound of this. What if this is all just a game to her?
She wasn't the one who broke off the engagement.
Oh, so she's on the rebound.
No. Yes.
Okay, I don't like the sound of this.
Have you seen Charity?
I thought she was with you.
Nope, I guess she's with Howard.
Howard?
Howard.
Those two sure were close.
I never stopped thinking about you. I guess I was holding out hope for us. I'm wondering why you would hurt me like that.
Listen, Charity, I'm sorry. How many times can I say it?
You don't have to anymore. When I saw you, it all became so clear. It's over, Howard.
Over? But I drove all the way out here.
Thanks.
Well, what are you gonna do? Stay here in this dump?
You have no idea. This place is so... My aunt just taught me how to make my first quilt. And Willie, he fixed my car and didn't charge me a thing. And Fern is going to let me decorate the new slush shop, and I think it's kind of funny when he does that finger thing. Never mind. You wouldn't understand.
What is this? Why'd you even come with me then?
I didn't want to tell you this in front of everyone. In Tartan.
Oh, I get it. It's because of this guy, isn't it? You think he loves you? Didn't he just lie to you?
Maybe. But he's an honest guy, and I know exactly how he feels about me, and I love him. I love him.
Charity, listen, I wanted to wait with this, but here we go again. Will you?
Piggy, this is Cricket. The virtue is intact. I repeat, the virtue is intact.
Roger, Cricket. Piggy out. Charity's back.
Where have you been?
That's my question.
I've been here, waiting for you.
Thought I saw you leave with
Howard?
Howard. Seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah, I sensed you liked him. Tartan? I'm way past Howard. I told him he'd come here for nothing.
Have you ever heard Brother Hatch's 3 Nephite story?
Guess I missed that one.
A while back, Brother Hatch was trying to restore one of his old cars. And he ran into a mechanical problem he couldn't figure out. One Saturday, 3 guys in white overalls show up. They fixed his car. They even helped overhaul his wife's Buick. They didn't give their names, but he swears he heard the shortest one call the tallest one a something Ite, Joey-ite, or Philip-ite, or something like that. When they finished, they left without compensation, hopping into their stark white Thunderbird and riding off into the sunset.
It's a miracle. But what does it have to do with anything?
I don't know, I just think it's an unbelievable story. Like us.
You have such a clear way of expressing yourself.
I love you. Is that better?
It's a start.
Charity, will you marry me? Charity, will you marry me?
I heard you the first time. Yes.
No one talked about the hum much anymore. It had descended, changed our hearts, and moved on.
I hope they're home.
They'd better. I brought some bananas and some dairy-free eggnog.
The missing chapel remained missing, but no one seemed to care any longer. The last thing I heard of Rich was that he was a volunteer firefighter in Pinefield. For 29 years, I had been alone, always looking around the corner in hopes of finding heaven. Who would have known it was here in Long-Winded? I wouldn't be shocked in the least if the 10 tribes and Enoch all had some grand reunion here someday. I hope to still be around when that happens.
Now I don't like you. don't like me. At least that's one point on which we agree. There must be something that we can do. I'll tell you one thing, let's have a barbecue. Love your neighbors, don't fight or curse. We're lucky those words weren't meant for us. Maybe I'll settle my beef with you. You BYOB, we're gonna barbecue. Can't we all just get along? You were right, we both were wrong. The children laughing and playing games. It's so much more fun when we do the same. There must be something to see us through. There's always one thing, a barbecue. Let's have a barbecue. Put another shrimp on the barbie. Put another oh yeah, 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 yeah. You bring the mash, I bring potato. You bring the soup, I bring the ladle. Yeah. For a barbecue. Listen to the sound of miracles abound. It's humming all around. Listen very close, or you might just miss the boat. Put your ear to the ground. We wait around for something that comes once 1,000 years. Take a look at what's inside your heart. This miracle. We wait around for something that comes once 1,000 years. So take a look at what's inside your heart. This miracle. We wait around for something that comes once 1,000 years. So take a look at what's
But according to Taryn, the first time you kissed her, she had never kissed anybody, it seems. I don't know. Oh. Nice.
You know, never thought I'd find anything quite so beautiful.
Me neither.